Okay.
Right. Thanks for having me. I went to your birthday.
It's been in Charlestown today, so.
Oh,
Hey, how are you?
we went so much fun for over. It's nice. Yeah, it is.
Bruce, the public sit outside, got that sitting outside.
Just close the door, you can sit in the vestibule.
What do you do? It's like very good place. Oh, well, hello there. See, it looks familiar. Yeah, I think so. Swedish, ain't you? I know you do. It's a usually that. I'm not usually. See. Well, she'd been sitting there with the point on the after. It wasn't she didn't get up in a minute because I was a. Some people are used to not sleeping.
I am not.
What are you trying to say?
I'm not saying anything.
Oh,
Actually, came on. It's just didn't have a question. I got my good stuff. Colin.
Better, you guys are both busy.
Here.
Yeah, with the 19-year-old.
Do you have any spare paper?
Forgot to get some out of the. Yeah. And we need it for. Yeah.
Need scraps?
Yeah, just need this. Rip it up.
You could have put it in.
Oh, I know. And if I do. Yeah. And that is Friday with that. No,
And had his house all in.
Depends on what's on here.
I did. Got it. Yeah, what can you?
No. Anything you say can be like holler down the street, come here. Are you muted? Let's give us a minute.
I am now.
Yes.
I also know these happen personally on off.
Gotcha. So you do, gotcha.
What did you say?
Did you hear that? Okay, good. You don't go ahead.
Oh, good.
That's all you need to know. He's literally walking out the door.
Let's give us a few more minutes. And if you could just let everybody online know that. This is true. Really? Who's doing that lottery today? A contractor and I'm not feeling that way right now.
Okay, everybody, just, it'll be a few more minutes until the meeting starts. And then we'll tie everybody back in.
That's what I do.
Are we? Yeah.
Yeah, it's ready.
Let's not jump the gun.
Yeah.
We're 7 minutes from
We're on the time, adjustment. I'd like to call to order the town of Charlestown's legislative meeting for March 11th, 2025. If we could all stand for the pledge of allegiance. And, party.
Pledge allegiance
to the flag. It's just better. Every province for which it stands, a nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Like that.
We have the approval of the minutes from February 11th and February 25th. Did everybody look at them?
Yes. We usually look.
So right there for you. Reading comprehension.
That implies reading, but.
This thing is not sharing.
February 11th, February 25th. Second that motion for February 11th.
So there's a second, is there any further discussion? All in favor? Approval of accounts payable.
Accounts payable is your lowest it's been in a while. It's 94,256.81. Of that, 10,184.05 will be given back to us through grants. So the total would be 84,000, basically.
Is there a motion to approve?
I will approve account payable $94,256.81.
I was second. It's a very
Why is this not sharing? I bring it up and it goes back down.
I'm gonna share at the bottom.
And I click, it goes right back to your meeting.
There's a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor? Hey, do it. Charlene. We are going to be swearing in Richard and Rob. They ran unopposed.
What was the email you sent over?
Is it swearing in or swearing at?
Well, one.
Didn't I pay to say page on the
Yeah, sure. Very spacious.
I won't push it.
Right. Okay, that's important. Stand in the place. If you'd like to. Okay. Sure, stand in the chair.
Please state your name.
Okay.
I
Richard Mayhem.
do affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
Constitution of the United States.
and I will be faithful
Faithful.
and bear true allegiance to the state of Maryland,
State of Maryland.
and support the Constitution
And support the Constitution.
and laws thereof,
And laws thereof.
and that I will, to the best of my skill and judgment,
That's my still good.
diligently and faithfully,
Diligently, faith,
without partiality or prejudice,
without partiality or prejudice.
execute the office of town commissioner
Execute the office of town commissioner
according to the Constitution
according to the
and
Constitution
laws of this state.
and laws of the city. Thank you. Yes.
Old today. Say.
Maybe
Yes,
the
that
Lord be blind.
The Lord's not saying very happy.
There you go.
In order to do that, because I can talk and. Once I need to visit.
I do apologize to be later, but.
Yes.
Me too. All day, starting last night with not sleeping. Morning. Thank you so very much.
You're welcome.
Absolutely.
I asked for land.
From one.
Okay, yep.
All right, Anthony, based on our charter, we will be picking the officers. For. Some spare paper here. There's only one outlines. You might need a few more.
Okay.
The plan is for. President, we have Renee Capano. Or was that Renee? No, it's Renee. And Renee.
Well, that was fair that the people can't spell. So.
Heard a name all day. Didn't want to write
I definitely.
it. This is for a vice president. All right, vice president, Rob Reinhardt. Roberts. Rob Reiner? That's not. Right. This one is for treasurer. Richard. Richard Mahan. Richard. Richard. Richard Mahan. And this one is not secret. This is for zoning. Liaison. We're gonna be doing a lot of work with that as soon as the comprehensive plan is complete. We'd like to continue with that, unless someone else would like to.
As much as we all wish we could do it. We'll go ahead.
Yeah.
Unanimous.
I don't feel like I could do such a good job.
Find out. Yeah. But you have to abstain from your, abstain from the.
80%. 80%er.
Police. Yes, this time.
Mhm.
Want to continue with that? Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. Working plan. That's it. That's like how you're doing.
Yeah, I need to get something done instead. Starting out of the.
But if you need any help,
Mhm.
I can. Pitch in. But it's, you can do it better than I can.
Parks. Some of that will be working with Andy. We have, Richard and I have to get the Andy for the music in the park, because we've made them the music czar.
They have a lot of things up and coming as vendors, you know, we go over it. They're getting all of us together.
He is right up this for me. Wait. So,
7 foot tall.
is there anybody that would like to take that? And help be this for the backup for Andy?
I would do that.
You'll do that?
You can get right. I can still hear you that way.
Yes.
Like rugby.
The only time I've talked to him about it is that day that he stopped me. That's a bit. Okay, is there any other ones that I'm missing? Historic, that's right. I'm sorry, I didn't need to do that. I knew I was missing one. Is there anybody that would like to take, you were, yeah, I take that. Okay, want somebody that's the one, Jackie has the story. Okay. So just a quick run, Jackie and Tom with the police. Tom with the parks, me with zoning, Rob with maintenance, and Jackie with the story. Is there anything else? And you're kind of there and takes we move back.
Just because Julie's born, exactly when it's treasure. I understand.
Um. Old business. Rob, did you want to talk about this, Rob or Richard?
So the flagpole what I would like to do is make sure that we agree that that is the final design that came out. And, the company they're working with, they will give a final number. And it's in agreement that they want to do the, galvanized dip with the paint.
Right.
That'd be best, especially because even with stainless nowadays, quality, you're gonna get rust spots. So it can be painted anytime.
Correct.
The thicker the metal, the better.
Should for the wind design,
Mhm.
especially out there, but it's, we don't want it to fall over.
And, they can start on it immediately. They want to be able, finish ready to go.
How big of a flag can go up there?
They are working with the actual company they work with, are the ones that design the flags. So they will give you options of 3 different flags. You put there.
So they have formulas that says that
The wind resistance.
with this strength,
That's what the wind.
Odd question to that, Joe. If there are different materials that are better, like maybe lighter, I mean, that it can be made, you know, bigger was better, but you know, I would think, yeah.
yeah, and air actually goes through them.
Right.
Yeah, they give a,
When you have different materials, whichever.
There's gonna be lights.
Yes. But we're gonna put them on the ground, is that correct, Rob?
mhm.
Yeah, they're gonna be on the ground because there's always issues with the crow's nest.
Burn.
Yeah,
Needs to be easy.
and it will be operational.
Yes, which the other one.
very well. Has everybody looked at the most current designs? Yeah,
They came out with the latest one. It's up to
The last one you sent out?
yeah, the very last, yeah. Which I'm good with it, yeah.
So it is now not having the bird's nest.
No, it will have a
It
crow's
will
nest.
have it.
It has crow's nest where,
And there's gonna be extra. Let me hold the bottom.
So
More secure.
the crow's nest will be slightly streamlined versus the prior one in terms of materials.
Mhm.
It'd be actually slightly more authentic.
see, because there's a lot of people that use that as a navigation thing at night.
No, there's a more, but it didn't change.
Okay.
It's
I think this was intent, questions or something.
Yeah.
What?
As far as the flag, maybe.
But yeah, it's just showing that
It's not
application.
It's mostly. It's got thicknesses, measurements.
Okay. Do we want to, is this a vote or is this just more an update?
That. I'm good with you. I'm good with either one. We can, they can submit the final, it's the cost, and then that will probably be the.
I think that's the vote.
And they're
I'm
basically,
good with the design.
yeah, they're basically doing fabricating install.
And this is a subsidiary of Davis.
Right. And whoever built it didn't have the grids, but you go ahead and take a look at the bill.
Yeah, perfect. That.
Have the grids?
No,
It's right where 4 years.
Well,
It's right across from Lorien.
It's really big.
they used to be the private dock.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why. That.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Forward. there were some quick claim deeds that were sent here. Some things got delayed, but I asked so that we can make informed decisions. I asked for Ken to have the price and price survey and
Have them scanned, but there's paper copies or.
one of them just spent a whole bunch of money on the survey area,
Right.
to see where Tasker is and see
Right.
where the footprint is. So. Pull up,
Ask her.
yeah. I just want to make sure that when we're doing all these, that we are keeping in mind about the price and price survey, because in our charter, that's what it states, is that
You want the picture then, right? Or do you want the picture?
when we were doing the thing for the survey of Tasker to show where things were, it was more of seeing what is and what isn't and what has been assumed over this time. For park areas and all that, and that one I know is that sort of what he did, so. That's it.
Should be up here.
Tasker, at one time, when I first moved here, Tasker Lane went through his driveway. And then it was shown that that really wasn't, and it got moved to where it's supposed to be, and the telephone pole was moved out of the middle of the street.
I think it might show it better on the GIS.
And where the price and price survey is. And what we have done for what we just did for where our property is. It is aligns where your property and
The,
your current property. line
right,
With what we just did for the Casper Lane. Everything that we just did would be Casper Lane foot long.
right.
Where your property line is what it's showing.
Yeah, but, all I'm asking for is to straighten out the property line. There's a zigzag. Yeah, so.
But in our charter, we have to be careful with what we do. And that we follow what the charter states, so that you're following everything that's shown.
Right.
So we have to take that into consideration, and it does show that little. It goes down and it comes over.
Right. Right. Look.
And we just did one, like I said, last year, between Tasker and Footlog.
Well, see, all I'm asking for is this. Right here, I'm not asking to intrude in that at all.
What I was sharing is a red line is taking up some of the.
Well, if,
Did that.
okay, but the red line could stop right here and that. Yeah, that's,
Oh, thank you.
you have to, yeah. It's,
It's
I know
basically-
this is, that's my house here. It's the other one.
Basically, what we have determined
Oh,
the past couple of years is just because things are done certain ways doesn't always mean that they was right. We need to make sure that we have all the information before we do things.
right. See, this is already a quick claim deed here. That was quick claim deed for, the woman that owned it prior to us. Yeah,
That's because the road actually wasn't going through the driveway. It was moved over.
Right. That, this is the old street right there. Yeah, we have that. I'm not really arguing, but all I want is a straight line as opposed to this. Which this isn't truly accurate because this is the same surveyor.
And from what we had last year from the surveyor that came down,
Right.
that's what it was determined to that.
Yeah, well, it's guy, which.
Price and price,
Yeah. Yeah, all right, well.
They asked them to take the zigzag out, the straight, here you go.
Yeah. And the only thing that my straight line represents was the right of way. Yeah, I don't know how wide the right of way is from the center of Tasker Lane. I just drew a straight line from, just to represent that that's what I was looking for. Not that that's accurate. It's just,
I just want to make sure that it said they just did an actual survey of this area to verify where things are, because we were talking about the walking path, the Griffiths.
right.
And one of those properties stops what we wanted to do, because there's only one in that whole stretch that actually goes over top of the river.
Right.
Who maintains that area?
Well, it's unmaintained is the reason why I wanted it. Is I wanted to get rid of the poison ivy that's there. And there's 7 dead trees on it right now that I wanted to remove and plant trees.
There's a lot of trees that are here, there are paper streets that people
Right.
maintain too. So, I just, like I said, I'm
Yeah.
just putting all the
Yeah,
information
okay.
down.
All right. I'm not arguing.
And this particular one is, we just spent
Mhm.
all the money to
Right.
show where things were.
Mhm.
Is there any further discussion?
How will we know this information? How will we proceed?
Tonight is to vote if that's going to happen.
What's the negative?
On this particular one, this property here is why we had the survey done in the first place. Because she was claiming all this down here, which isn't, but. And we have to be consistent, and we have to be following what we do. And that's for everybody, not just this area. I'm just bringing this up first because of all the work that was did in this area.
We'll look at that.
How many people are there?
Or
I'm calling it back to vote. What's the next one?
we start with 208 Caroline. I'll start with that one first, just to explain it. I'll bring it right up. The price and prices laying on the table also. I found them just at the last minute. So I didn't have a chance to scan them in. too fast.
Is there a pot though?
Mhm.
Okay. I'm a visual person.
No, I got it. I'm with you. There's two of them for Caroline, so bear with me. That's the GIS Carl's.
The quick line of this one.
Sorry.
It's all good.
Is it to the left of the one that's
234.
blue? Or up to?
234 is up.
I'll go to your right one. Well, my right, I don't know.
Oh, there it is. I'm seeing, I'm looking right at it. It's underneath of the Word file. It's not- This one?
Other right.
Oh, there it is. Never mind. There it is.
What are they answering? We added is a quick line. They said it's fine to look at the words. Is it more of what's in front of the house?
Yeah, it's what it's looking like. It's road right away. I remember them talking about it when I first started here. They came in like literally the week after I started here to talk, and it wasn't understood what they were asking for. So let me pull that map back up.
It's hard just to look at the words and not see like lines like the one we just got for fastener.
Mhm. It should be there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I printed out the one for each one of them. Should be Caroline and Calvert should be. Mhm.
So it's this.
Mhm.
they're asking for,
To me, it looks like they're just looking for the road right away. Like that little bit of stub that they're maintaining already. And they want to be able to continue to maintain it. Which apparently it's been done all over town already.
well, like I said, just because things have happened that way,
Well,
because we need to really follow what we have. And things have been done in the past.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that that's the way it should be. So any of it.
Oh, no, I know, I just basically the what you would know. I want this line so I can maintain it.
What's the next one? Similar, right?
it's very similar.
Which one is?
I have 208 Caroline, which is
GIS is on the bottom there underneath the one that's already.
yeah, that's fine.
Which one is it?
Right there with the red dot on top of it there.
Okay. Are they looking for where that grass is between that yellow line and the road? That's what they're looking for.
Yeah. It's basically the way I read every one of them.
To maintain it.
Mhm.
So
It would make the right of way more narrow, yes.
And going by the price and price survey, there, that shouldn't happen.
Not. I don't disagree.
The other one is similar to this one, right?
Yeah, other than the first one we looked at, if I'm mistaken. Basically, you have the survey saying the road is this wide.
Yes,
You wanted to have the property that goes right up to the road.
yes.
This is no sidewalk.
There's no side.
We would lose our right of way.
Yes,
Right of way is there if we need it for whatever.
Yes.
and in some of those cases, I could bring it up, there's probably a water or sewer line running on one of those roads. Either,
With us working on the stormwater, the swales, and
Property I take care of. The family too.
you can mow it, nobody cares that you mow it and play in the street and do whatever. But
I'm inclined to say no. Because of that.
You say yes,
And
everybody. thinks of it.
then we lose what? We'll lose what the town
Well, and more
and the right
importantly,
things.
the ability to maintain things the way they need to be. And the money was going to be invested in stormwater and to clean them, and yes, we can't put that requirement on the residents to do themselves, and then what, is somebody gonna go out and inspect it, and then you just open up the whole thing.
Me personally, I'm gonna maintain. I'm not gonna.
Right, but we want to.
99% of the people are maintaining that
Yeah.
little sliver that's there. There's a couple places that are not, because they're like, that's not my property, so, I'm just saying, in my opinion, and open up for discussion, that I think that this is a bad idea.
strip of land, they diverted that out.
Yeah.
Is that what they're after?
Pretty much.
That little, see the yellow marks?
little thin yellow line.
I see a black one.
See the yellow lines that are going around the properties.
Right.
And then there's the grass that's between that yellow line and they're asking to move their property and to take over the grass.
And let me ask you, they did their. That property they did.
In the beginning.
Well,
I mean,
I mean, is this new people? Is it?
No.
Yeah. Okay. I think private alone would tell you to leave.
they take care of it anyway, right? They cut it and stuff, okay.
What's the point? Why would they, why did they work?
I don't know.
Okay.
This is all that leaves slowly coming in, but I want to make sure that just because things were done in the past doesn't always make them the way they have to be.
Yeah.
And that we have the price survey, and there's some areas that we actually peg where things are because of things that we wanted to do. And I just want to make sure.
This town has always been very difficult as far as surveys.
Surveying is terrible.
And
Right.
the surveys have been screwed up since I was 8 years old. I mean,
That's good for me.
I know. None of them are.
It depended who came in here, because the line shifted. I know.
We had a big shift. I leave it. That's just why I think.
Chris,
If you did one or two, you have this.
Yeah.
Chris, did you?
That's why the price survey was done, to stop all the little bump outs and jagged edges on properties. It was supposed to straighten everything out for our right of ways.
And the
That's what it
people
was meant for.
from Footlog down to where Richard is now, they took control of that, what was Bladen Street. You know, nobody gave it to them, they just took control.
Yeah, and it's, like I said, we were trying, the only reason we had to figure out what was because since I moved here, I was told that that's town property. One of those is not. But all the rest is, and we were trying to make it an official parking area to go down to
Yes.
there. But one property stopped that.
This
So
property is not. It's on
right there,
Modern.
well, the next one over,
Yeah.
next one, next
yeah.
one.
Okay, going down for
The street.
Murphy Beach.
The street that we need to go to.
Yeah, we actually, I was surprised when, because that's why we did it, because just because you told doesn't mean that's what it is, so.
A lot of room.
Of course, where that big Taj Mahal building is now. Used to be a woman, old woman, and she lived in her boat. And she pulled it up on.
So, so
Dilapidated boat.
I just have a question. Why is that person wanting?
What she wants, she does.
all four of them, they're wanting it to be made it equal. They want to be able to say that that's a property.
There you go.
Little bit.
Property tax.
3 cents. 3 cents. So, after looking at all these properties, what do you think? Is there a motion to not do any further discussion?
Can I ask one question? How does that affect the water meters, if any of these in that area? That's town property from the thing.
That's part of what we're saying, yeah.
Yeah, this one here specifically, the water meter is on the yellow line on the side yard.
That's what
It's not an easy one to find to begin with, so.
I'm sure about that.
So is there any motions whatsoever since it's on the table?
Well, I would make a motion to move forward consistently with these so that town would maintain their right of way for maintenance or whatever kind of utility or stormwater project. in a uniform way. I agree with you about that. I can't say that I fully understand like everything that's going on with this one, because I want your line to be straight. That would drive me crazy, but I just don't, I'm trying to remember from last, I know I'm not very emotional anymore, I'm sorry.
Part of that
It's
is,
disgusting.
that particular one is, there was a couple areas of community names. I think that's.
Community name?
Yes, there's like Murphy's Beach, there is, Way, there is, so
Oh, so these jagged lines
Yeah.
represents the name of a beach.
it could be that it was just the community that was there.
Is the community that
Like on
named
on
beaches
Richard's
still
side,
there?
that's a different community than the side that is on the left. On the old, long time ago, not current.
Is that what they go by? Name one?
What use does the town have? with
Yeah.
that?
There's a stormwater.
Right, but I'm not asking for that.
Stormwater.
I'm not asking for where that is, though. I'm,
Yeah.
this side, this side of that. So,
If we're in the property.
yeah,
The price and price should have done, but that was the whole purpose of it, to not let jagged edges. So it's.
It's part of.
what's the price of size?
Do you have the? Do you have
That's
the
nice 1965.
It's, the only thing I have is there, but I do have it this way. It's
Street right here, it goes down through, over the footlog bridge, which is a paper street. All but that one property, that's part of what it is, so the two streets are coming together.
But when did Tasker get split after Price and Price or before Price?
It was put in. And that's when they realized back.
Right.
see what I can. I'll see what I can do for you.
Because of. It,
Is that better?
because of eight,
Yeah,
okay, it was put in.
Right. yeah.
The road, the actual, there was two areas right there. I know when I first moved here, it was going through your driveway.
Yeah,
And then,
absolutely.
and then it was questioned, what are you doing? Well, this is actually the real street. It's because of the price and price survey, which makes sense because all streets are straight.
Right.
That was not.
And so, just to be clear on the GIS, Tasker Lane here is showing in the wrong spot. It actually is running this way.
Yes.
Right.
Because it used to go through.
Yeah, so Cecil Maps is not correct by GIS, but still off center.
What is it you're wanting to do according to that? Yeah.
Thank you.
I just want to straighten out the property line
So-
and to have enough room to build a garage.
So that little.
Have. It is straight until you get down.
Right
to the
there.
beach.
No, it's not. I have the quick claim deed from the past. I just want to extend that so I can build a garage. But well, yeah, that's. But I mean, since there was a prior quick claim deed to allow for parking, it seems reasonable to.
They realized that Tasker was in the spot, so they put it to you, not to where your property is. It has nothing to do with anything else other than that.
Right.
Because didn't they took it off at an angle,
Yes.
and instead of doing that, they should have started back at.
It was, because when you first moved here, when you walked down the street, you went like this through his driveway to go
Right.
down to the beach.
Right.
Right,
The board at that time realized because of the price and price survey that that was not where it should have been. Because that area wasn't really paved until the late eighties.
is it still paved? Is it paved now, is it?
It's paved. It was like in the eighties,
Right.
because Chesapeake Road and all that area didn't pave until
Right.
then. So, it was just paved wrong, and that's why that happened.
So. Okay.
Is that due to economic development? No,
Nothing.
okay.
There's no impact on anybody.
So your driveway actually cuts off of those things.
Town from here,
Where
here,
the beach used to be.
No,
Yeah.
that's part of the issue. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but this guy right here has a driveway. And it stops there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Three
stops.
thirty-one. Is his, part of his driveway.
His driveway.
Yeah.
And how come he was allowed to have that driveway and just have to?
That's Tasker, that's old Tasker Lane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the old road became
See,
his
but when
drive.
it was, when it was a beach, the people going to the beaches, that's where they parked. Down in that. Yeah. Whatever.
Then where did they park before?
It was a beach and people just pulled in there and parked. There was no.
Holloway Beach houses, yes. Because Holloway Beach, big place, big, people kind of just stuck forever.
Right.
Cause I know there's a lot of
That's,
around
that-
all of that.
that's
I
the,
remember.
So
that's
this
A
is,
right here. This is.
No, for last year.
Yes.
Discussion. So would we be?
here's the part.
Yeah.
Well, here,
See, that's different than what that's showing.
Yeah, that's what.
That's what's messing me up.
Yeah.
But-
Dated what was done back in the early 2000s. I'm telling you the history of it because I was there. And Chris was there too, so.
no, that's mine. That's my survey. Where's the,
Is it
Yeah,
here?
it's this one right? I mean, yeah. Right. Tasker.
Which one down there?
Yeah.
Beaches.
See, here's, that's the old road right there. And it stops. Well, hold on. See what's the date on it? Is this the current one that Evan did?
Price.
This is price and price. Where's the survey that Evan just did? Of Casper? Well, I mean, all I'm gonna do is just continue that straight line. You know, if I could get something and be a bit less, I'd take that. Then I can build it.
Need to go.
No, you need to go over there. It's just, you know, there's.
I just want to make sure because of what has happened in the
Yeah,
area.
understand. Yeah.
Not coverage.
Coverage?
Which is had something.
He's, this is money. Future fall.
Yes.
It's future fall.
Yeah. And it doesn't encroach on anybody else, right? All right.
It would be, Rock Run is the company. That's helpful.
Looking up because I thought it was something.
No, you're good.
Road.
Price and price, that is correct. That's why, yes, it's the last, it's the price and price survey.
The other survey. doesn't-
The one that we did is based on the price and price, so that we actually knew. Because just because we were told doesn't mean it's real, and that's when we found out that one property was there, so it's act confirmed, yes. Okay. Yes.
It's exact, that's inconsistent with less price. This is, then you think out, farm sense is.
Yeah, the one, where he's talking about down the beach is the fact that this street, if you take it all the way past it, except for that one property, okay, that's where they're getting that and how the riprap is following. Tasker comes down, so I think that's probably what's going on, is that there was a added.
I would like to see the Rock Run survey.
I have it
Just
somewhere.
compare it to the survey that I paid lots of money for. And if they're different, I want to know where the differences are.
This town has always been. Depended on it being in here at the time and a lot of companies have done.
The only consistency is that's maybe,
It's inconsistent.
they're all inconsistent.
Cause you're probably.
My-
shit.
And I might be way off base, but I'm just saying that,
I think I got it.
why does that state driveway stop right there?
There it is.
There it is. On the property before, because it was the end of the paved road.
But there was still.
Well,
Go to.
Well,
They did.
technically, I have a quick claim deed for a very small piece of property.
The other way. Sorry. Should be right
So
here.
I really think it's because of two streets coming together.
Right, that's Evans. Okay, so it matches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So right there where it comes down the street and it comes over this way. Goes down to the river. That's what you're wanting to move over?
Well, I just see what I assume is the right of way of what is New Pasture Lane. You know, you see where the split is and that jagged line, I just, and I
Move it down.
I would actually be happy to pay for a survey to show that, where a straight line would go and wouldn't interfere anyway with the storm drain or, anything else.
It's also the other thing where that zigzag is, that is where the beach is for the people in the area to step down from the riprap. It's not just the storm.
Well, the riprap there is not, it's not drawn correctly because it doesn't go that far. Well,
No.
It stops, it stops
Because
before you get there.
The storm. Like,
no, the manhole is probably right here. Riprap stops
Yes.
right here. No, yeah, I'm there every day. I know. Yeah.
Where the line keeps coming is basically, it points into the riprap, the way it's showing right there. And then right there is the manhole where that circle is.
Yeah.
And when we bring our kayaks down, we come in and turn and launch right there.
Where you want your garage.
No, I don't put a garage there. You can't put a garage there anyhow.
All I want is this right here is the old paved road. And I have a quit claim deed for that right there. All I want is I'd be happy with right there so I could build a garage. I don't have to go all the way to the water. I'm just interested in being able to build a garage because I have such limited parking because of the way the road's configured.
Well, but that was my question, because there was already difficult parking down there, so do people park in that spot that you just pointed out where you want your garage?
Yes, people do. People from Delaware come there and they park in my driveway because they don't want to pay to park in town. And I've had several people and they unload their kids and we're going to the beach because it's,
I tried to,
Yeah.
well, the
Yeah,
town
so-
itself.
Well,
It's great. But we bring our golf carts down, sometimes we drive a car down and park there.
And that's fine because it's continuation of the street.
But that's why I'm saying that bottom zigzag is part of. What, it's like just past where the riprap is, into where the sand is.
Yeah. Which is why I thought you couldn't put a garage there.
Well, no, yeah, but I wouldn't be going down
No,
anywhere near
you're
that.
going, I,
Yeah.
obviously, it's,
Yeah.
The parking brake.
yes. And hope it's low tide, maybe?
The real issue that I'm seeing is you're setting precedents by giving away that's in like. And you're opening it up for everybody else to say, well.
I mean, I buy it.
That's,
Well,
yeah, but
Yeah.
because of the issues that we've had specifically with this area, I think it's a bad idea.
I'm going to agree from all that happened last year. If there's a way to set forth a way that we treat every request the same, these are the conditions of whatever, you can't be impeding on 50 feet, that whatever the parameters are of a sewer or a.
And doing the research of all this is when we found out this is the only street. This half of the street is the only street that's on one.
And we would be shaping that away. Or giving it away.
It's 25 foot wide is where the easement is for that street.
It's not giving away a street, it's giving away land that a street would continue on.
In a narrower sense.
No, in no sense, because it doesn't continue.
It's 25 foot wide until it hits that pin, then it broadens out.
So then we make it 25 feet.
I'm just saying the
Continuing.
street is 25, but that bottom part
Is
is
wide.
towns.
Right.
And what I'm saying is this specific area of all the stuff that we dealt with was this specific area. I think it isn't a bad choice to do that.
I think that would create a lot of chaos if people are trying to park. Now, how to solve the
No,
parking?
well, no, but people aren't supposed to park there.
Oh, right, that's the problem.
That's one of the. It's my property. It's my property. People aren't supposed to park on my property. Yeah.
Something saying, or always on.
No.
Do you think people care? I mean, I'm not being rude, but people care.
You told them once it was.
On the gate,
That's all.
it's there at the top of the hill, it says no vehicle. So, across the street itself. And where you turn to get onto this property, it does say it's a private drive, block. And I've never seen anybody block it, but I'm not there.
Oh, when we had work going on down there was people we had to find out who they were to get their parking, as they purchased.
Yeah.
Who do we think we are? Da, 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 da.
Sure.
That was definitely a fact.
I'm just putting it out there with everything that we've dealt with this particular area over the past few years. I think it would be a bad idea.
I'm, and I also don't want to be in a situation where it looks like I'm getting any favoritism, so, you know.
Uh-huh. So now that this has all been talked out. The decline of the place. All for it. Is there a second?
Okay.
And is there any further discussion?
I think that was the pretty. Going for everything the way it has to be. More discussion.
All in favor? Aye. We claim to
I'd
deny. Yeah, I don't understand the lines, which was really hard.
Well, because I know when we go down there, we have to use Tasper Lane, and then he's got literally, if you have a decent sized truck that I have. You're doing a 3-point turn to get to a Stagnant house. I mean, it's just a very. But honest to God, it would look like you're really doing a favor.
We need to put somewhere because of all this. And know what has happened in the past, but we need to be very mindful going forward that if people are putting these Victorian units in, it's because they're going from that yellow property line to the street. That can't happen anymore.
That's what it's been right away.
You know, so I think,
Don't disagree.
As soon as it's their property, touch it and yell that.
as it should be.
But then we're using right away.
Well, I
Yeah.
think so, just like the,
Would you like me to speak to that? I miss your speaking that you've always done, and just spoke to I'll say anything to get in trouble. Just one. Diane?
No, thank you.
Chris? Is there anybody else in line?
I think you made a fair thing, and I know it's rough.
Yeah.
Put it that way.
It's zoning and property lines, what's what, what's where, is there anybody on the issue?
There's one.
Who's on it? That's the question.
They muted themselves. I have not muted them. They muted themselves.
She's on. Anybody else? Okay. I was at the mayor's conference last week. There was no active shooter this time, but it's a tornado warning, so we need to not do that anymore. Okay. There were 3 of us from Cecil Hartford, myself, Michelle, mayor of Perryville, and Travis, who is mayor of Rising Sun, but he's also the president of the Mayor's Association. Great conversations that I had with Kevin Hornsberger on some things that we need to look at going forward about how to get the water tower. Possible working with private people to make that happen. But I did like what he said. There's some things that I talked to Ken about we don't have a mold ordinance, or we do not have property management for rental properties. And it's very important that we start doing that. And one of the things about the mold is state of Maryland a couple of years ago took away that you do not have to be a certified mold remediation person. Okay, so you can just be anybody. So Rising Sun has written, and Calvin said that we can borrow what they have, and it's great. Calvin actually did a presentation for the mayors. A lot of interesting things he was talking about. with us getting ready to redo the zoning and all that kind of stuff, these are things that we use really forward to. There was a company that does surveillance. I want to talk to them, see what they are. Because our cameras are out of date and I know we need to do it. It's not going to be this year, but it's stuff that we really need to start thinking about for the future and where we need to put cameras. And the ones that I was looking at actually look good at night and not just that blurry images that are shades of gray. So, like when we dealt with what happened over at, that was like a weird picture. So they were, cameras have come along. You know, it's things that we need to, as we do things, we need to be able to see when things happen and to be able to say, look, this happened. So, that particular one, there's too many witnesses, it's solid. So, and the neighbors went on sleuthing, so that's how it got figured out. So, all in all, it was very good. We are hosting the MML chapter dinner, April, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be at the Wellwood. And we decided that we're not doing history this time. We talked to our fellow, the egg lady, chicken lady. She wants to. I think it's great to look at other businesses that are here. And when we were down at Chesapeake. The legislative, the last one we went to.
Oh, yes.
Chesapeake City, at the manor. They had beekeepers and stuff where they're talking about different things. So I think it's good. That's it. You want to say anything?
I am getting beat up a lot with this, MDE forcing us to be part of
Permit thing.
the permit coming towards us, to be part of the water. So,
We're gonna be doing, yes, gonna be doing the fee analysis. They're saying.
anything way that we're, a lot of the nothing's competing.
How much it is? It's on their bill.
They
It's on their bill.
do not want to look, or they don't want to,
Be scared.
well, they think that bill is Charlestown.
Oh, the whole thing?
Yes.
Uh,
Right, so explain to them.
Oh, okay.
You understand what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're gonna possibly change cable companies.
Yeah.
No.
It's a too damn bad.
But you actually, this is one story, one thing.
Yeah.
Finished. You finished.
They're getting more than switch it real quick, but we need to do something so that this is not something Charlestown thing, something being told we have to do. And because they can use it, we absolutely don't need to pay for that. That does not have to happen. We have to pay it. Now, I did simply tell them, if you listen to the meeting, they told you in the meeting, we can refuse it. It'll cost anywhere from $10,000 to $100,000 a day in fines per incident. So,
We can't afford that.
Well, I tell them that we're gonna raise their taxes to make up for the $100,000. Yeah, exactly.
and they were very happy. To get through to it's not to do. Decide not to comply. They said we can refuse, but we will pay a fine. That will that.
Excellent.
And then they were asking, well, how are you going to enforce it?
Yeah, these are things that we're gonna be talking about, and we're gonna be having, community meetings. And as soon as we mention stormwater, that fire becomes.
Add a fee to that.
They get into the fire.
No, add a fee. And there'll be more people.
Oh, yeah. Participate. Anyway, Diane, to answer your question, we entered into an agreement with a broadband. It is not going to take away Comcast. You will still have the ability to do Comcast. But there is high-speed internet that does not do TV. So if you stream on the apps that are on your TV, and they are going to have packages of that are $30, $60, and $90 a month. For your service. So you're not, Comcast is still gonna be there if you wanna use it.
I can reduce my coverage.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to start at $30 a month.
To answer that, it's fiber.
Yeah, it's a different
Fiber
technology.
optics.
Fiber
That is maybe for downloading and streaming.
Yeah.
Rather than the guy said that the cable lines that we have for the Xfinity is not the same. It was made for just like telephone calls and that kind of thing. Voice calls. The lines that we will be putting in will be much better.
And they're gonna be under. Yay, not interfere people. It's very scratch take down.
But it's gonna take some time. Permitting.
You said a year.
Yeah, I know. I asked the question. I'm ready.
There's a lot of people that are ready.
Yeah.
I wanna be the first one.
But one of it's contingent for the. For you, for.
Sign
No
up.
problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Not gonna be a problem.
So it's coming, they're in the process of getting all the permitting and all that kind of stuff, so, so you will have the option.
It might end up being worse than Comcast. I don't think that's possible.
No, actually, it will
They're local.
just mechanically, it will be better by virtue that it's fiber optic as opposed to going through way.
Yeah. So they have a think bigger.
Perryville is the Northeast, but they're coming down 7, so they're here, they just gotta get everything.
Yeah, right.
Okay, does that answer that? So no, we're not getting rid of Comcast, you will have the option.
So stay with
You
other
can
people.
stay with them.
Now we're gonna have a,
That's how they
we don't have it.
we don't have.
Your option is yes or no.
So is there anybody else that has anything? And to answer, I'm putting together some more educational things that we can also get out there online.
Share.
Because of the stormwater. Borrowed. I was given stuff from the base, so I'm just gonna be kind of revamping it because there's no reason to reinvent the wheel on things. Because it's the same stuff, just a different location. So, with that, do you want to, is there a motion? Is there a second?
During school.
Is there a second? I do, I'm just all in favor to adjourn. Thank you, everybody, for attending.
In a nutshell, this whole thing is basically figure, allow a quick claim
Me too.
anywhere, and it'll just complicate what you're trying to, like, doing for stormwater management. Okay. Just so,
Stormwater,
if future